Hello, friends, and welcome back to Jazz Creates. I'm Jasmine, and today we are in City Skylines. This is episode 8 of my Beginner's Guide series. And in this episode, we work on creating a brand new plaza using the Plazas and Promenades DLC. This is my absolute favorite DLC, and I can't wait to share it with you. We also work on our very first metro station and we learn how to create a metro line. This is a really important aspect of the game since traffic is basically pretty much the entire point of the game. So we definitely want to learn about mass transit and public transportation. We also get our very first solar updraft tower. This is my favorite type of power source in the game. So yeah. And then we also get to level 5 for our city park, and you can see how adorable it is. So I'm really excited to share it with you. Let's get started. What's up, friends? Welcome back to Jazz Creates. I'm Jasmine, and welcome back to Oakhaven. So this is the city that I'm using for my Beginner's Guide series, and I just kind of wanted to start the video by checking in on how the city is doing. So in the last episode, we made these athletic buildings over here for our trade school, and one thing that I noticed was we had a lot of people over here at this bus station, and so I went to the bus line to see, okay, which line is this? It's the yellow one, and I increased the number of buses to 5. It was at, I think, 3 before. And I'm just kind of trying to wait it out to see, is that going to do anything? But you can see from this panel at the bottom, this stop has over 420 people waiting, and then over here at this stop, it's about the same. So these are very close to each other as well. And this bus line travels basically in this sort of beginning of our neighborhood over here. This is more established neighborhood, and then it circles back around. Let me highlight it again. It circles back around, kind of going in between our high density area and then onto this where this park is. So I'm wondering if people are going to this station because we actually don't have any stops anywhere in here, and I think it would be a good idea to at least add one more stop in here where these high density buildings are. So to do that, let me go to our bus menu. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have your cursor on the line that you're trying to add a stop to, and you're just gonna click on it and drag it to where you'd like to see a stop. So I'm gonna put it here, and we'll just kind of watch it and see if people are going there. Maybe it'll help reduce the number of people we have at this one. I know this city park does attract a lot of people, that was why I put the bus stop there, because it does attract a lot of people and they probably have places that they want to go to. So we're just going to take a look and see how that does. Now, another thing that we can do, I feel so bad because this is a beginner's guide and I didn't even talk about any of the other public transit that we have. So the bus is usually the first one that you are going to be able to start using as your city grows. And then I feel like usually the metro comes in at some point. I can't remember exactly the order that you would be able to get these options as your city progresses. But I want to say the metro comes in pretty early on. The train, the ships, air transport, those all usually come in a little bit later. But so you will see, I think, let's see, I'm trying to think what would be best. I think maybe we could add in a metro station just because we have this high density over here, and I really want people to start coming over here to the college so we can get some more education, we can get some offices going. I think this might be a good plan. Now, I want to say yes, so let me just double check this. So, okay. So when you have a metro station, depending on what DLCs you might have, there is this elevated metro station with shops that comes with the Plazas and Promenades DLC. It's just a little bit more attractive. It is elevated, like the actual station is elevated, but you can put your line underground if you want to. It doesn't have to stay. So, and then also with Plazas and Promenades, you get this parallel underground, this large underground metro station. And okay, I guess that's it. And these were for the high density areas that came, for the Plazas and Promenades pack. A lot of that DLC is focused on high density areas. So it came with buildings such as this one for large populations. So this would probably be a good one to put in our somewhere in our high density zone. But as you can see, as we're placing it, this orange circle, that is the noise level that it's going to create. And those green lines, those are the actual metro, the beginning of the metro lines. So you would have one line going parallel to that street and then another line going perpendicular, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. So that's just something to keep in mind when using this large underground metro station, or this is the above ground metro station. This is the underground one. It's a little, it does have two lines available. It seems to take up less space, I think, and it looks smaller. So those are some options. And then of course, if you don't want to do anything fancy, this is the metro station that comes with the base game. It's just a little square, and people will, come in and out. It still has the orange noise level, so, excuse me, just to be aware of that when you're placing it down. Personally, I really love using this elevated metro station. I just think it looks really cool, really fancy. This is the one. This also comes with the base game as well. This one does not include the shops. It's just an elevated station, but it still looks, cool. It still looks urban, and yeah. So we can place those down if you want to see some options. I think over here, let's see. I think it would be good to place this over. Yes, I think this might be a good spot actually. So we're just going to place this here. Perfect. It's flat. That is how you want it. And there is a connection here. So let's say, let me see if I can find a pathway here just to demonstrate. So there are these pathways you can connect to from the back of this station. So if you wanted to connect this to a park or a plaza or something like that, that is a perfect use for these little pathways in the back here. So I'm placing that down there, and then we need to decide where we're going to place our second station. I do think that this would be a good option. You can see the differences here between all of these options. This is the cheapest one, I think, 15,000. Okay, this one's 10,000. This is a normal station. Comes with a base game. It's just level. It's not above ground. I mean, it is above ground, but it's not. It's not on a second level. So elevated. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not elevated. So that is actually a pretty cheap option. And when you're placing down the metro station, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be in. I was going to say it doesn't have to be in a straight line. I'll kind of explain that a little bit as I place this down. I think this here might be a good spot. This is going to be where we are going to build our offices. I guess I could place it maybe closer to this way. But also another thing to keep in mind before I place this down is to consider the type of road you're placing these metro stations on. These are going to be heavily trafficked roads. This one here is okay because we don't really have anything over here yet. We could upgrade this if we wanted to, but I think right now it's doing fine. So I'm going to come back over here. This road here is pretty heavily populated. I think it would be a good idea to go ahead and upgrade this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think here, what I'll do is we may end up doing. Let's just upgrade this and let's see. So, you know, when you are upgrading, you got to be careful because it does demolish some of your buildings. So if you have a permanent asset like this one, it won't let you upgrade. I would have to demolish this or move it somewhere else in order to upgrade this part of the road. Now, I did put down, I wasn't thinking, I did put down this 4-lane road with the sidewalks and the trees. The trees are dead because they're near the polluted industry. I wasn't thinking about that when I placed that down. So if we wanted to, you know, to remove that, let's just do the one with just the grass and not the trees. And then I'm just going to go back here and make this, what is that? Oh, that's the bike lane one. Okay, we'll make this the bike lane. Oh gosh, that's the wrong one. Which one is this? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that looks good to me. So then I'm gonna go back, gonna go to this metro station here. As I said, you would need to have the Plazas and Promenades DLC in order to have this specific large underground metro station. But that looks good right there. So when you're placing down your metro lines, you can see, so these are grayed out here. That means that they are underground. So this is the direction, or this station here is what we're going to, not the station, sorry, the line. This is what we're going to use to connect to our line here. Now this line is partly above ground. Aha, so we have to be careful too with these highways, because obviously you can't have a line that is going to obstruct this highway. So I'm going to come through this way. So I think what I will probably do, oops, is I think I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm going to make a curve here, like that. And then I'll see if I can connect this. Okay, that actually doesn't look so bad. So let me go back. And we're just gonna delete this portion and then connect it to this portion that we just created. So this does seem like a pretty sharp turn. So I just want to make sure it's not too sharp. So I'm just going to go in here and kind of do something like that. Oh, I meant that part to be underground. There's the line. The line is over here. Okay. So, you know, you kind of just have to like play around with it and see, you know, what's gonna work. Okay. So this needs water. We need to add some water. I'm gonna go back and do that. Just gonna, oops, add that there. Okay. So now this station is up and running. This one should be as well. And okay, so we've added our first metro line. Now another thing too with these metro lines, you can, let's see, where am I trying to go? Going to the transport route. So we have to actually establish the line. So we're gonna say create new line, and then we're just gonna add the stop there and then connect it there, and then we're done. So that's pretty easy. So I'm just gonna change this color to be red. Changing, also, if you didn't know, changing the color of the line changes the look on the outside of the train. That's what I'm trying to say. The same thing goes with the buses. So they're color coded so you know which line they are on. So you'll see once the metro train comes in, you'll see it'll have like a little red line on it, basically to say it's for the red line. Okay, so now since I've been, you know, kind of talking about what we need to do, what we need to fix with the city. If you look down, I'm in need of some more jobs for our citizens. So I'm gonna go to our info, and I want to go back to looking at our education. So we are doing pretty good as far as the university and how many people are educated and highly educated, but you can see here we need some more room to accommodate people because the capacity is at 2850 and there's over 3,000 who are eligible to go. So in order to do that, let's see what's going on with our trade school. Okay, so I'm going to bump up our academic staff, so hopefully we can, you know, get more academic works going. And I can't remember if we had actually done anything with the, once we got that 3 stars. I feel like we did though. Trade School Fountain, do we have that already? We don't have this stuff. Okay. Okay, cool. So we don't actually have the stuff from the upgrade, I guess. Okay, so we do have some options here, but we are limited a little bit by because we don't have this tile behind it. But we could go over the train tracks and just extend this way. That is an option, which I think for now that's just what we're gonna have to do. So okay, so I'm just gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna add in another path. So with the upgrade, we got an outdoor study, which is kind of cool. I do like how these look, but I don't think I want to place it right here because it's so close to our athletics buildings. But I think a gym would actually be okay to put kind of close to these athletic buildings. It would just be accessed by the road and not the path. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe, let's see, what else did we get? Cafeteria. That looks like the cafeteria. Oh, that is the cafeteria. Library? Do we have the library? Wait, we already have these buildings. Oh, okay, that's the gym. Okay. But I don't think I have a library yet. Wait, that's the study hall. That's the dorm. Okay, I don't think I have the library. Okay, cool. So I'll place the library down. I think putting it over here might be good. Right there. So that looks good. And then what's this? Oh, the IT club. Okay. The IT club. Put right there. We have the commencement office. That one I think is okay to be off of the road, maybe? I don't know. We have this statue. Okay. Okay. I think I'll put this right here. Or maybe like facing this way. Cool. So what did that do? What did that do for us? Let's see. Hopefully that bumped up something. Okay, that did bump up the attractiveness, but we need to get like 100 more points for that. So I think I'll probably need to add in another dorm somewhere. Maybe I'll put the statue like here, and then we'll put in a dorm. Okay, yeah, I'll put in another dorm here. Okay, that doesn't look bad. And I do want to put this outdoor study somewhere, but I just think it needs to be... Wait, is this the outdoor study? Oh, okay, this is an outdoor study. Okay, never mind. So we do have all of this stuff. I just needed to place the library, I think. Oh, what's this? Oh, we don't have this. Tourism and travel. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna place this right here. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can make a connection. I guess I can't. I was gonna say, I wonder if I can make a connection to the back of this building, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, now what did that do? Okay, perfect. So that bumped us up a little bit with our attractiveness. It's in the green. That's good. And now let's take a look at the capacity. I wonder, does it show us on here? Let's go back to our info. Okay, yeah. Capacity bumped up to 3,800. That's perfect. So that looks really good. So we just need to put in some more water over here. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Things are looking good. Let's see. So this emptied out. And I don't know. Okay, so we do have an incineration plant. I did forget about those. We could put one over here. I mean, we have the space. You know, it's, you know, definitely possible. We'll just do that, and then I'm gonna get rid of that other one. Now, does this need water or anything? Okay, cool. All right. So it looks like we have a house that's being upgraded, and let's see if people are using our metro. It looks like they are, so that's good. So while that is going on, we have some buildings being upgraded. Ooh, cool. So that is nice. So when you see buildings being upgraded, that means that they have more services being provided to them. So either, you know, it could be transportation, it could be public services, you know, like the fires and medical and stuff like that. I think it's from adding in this metro station here, so people have more direct access to these buildings, and that's why they're being upgraded. So I am going to put in a couple of more offices over here because I think this looks good here. Now, another thing that I want to check is, so in this menu, we have our land value. So basically, I feel like I've talked about this before, but basically what this means is the green area is where your land value is high. The blue is where it's like in the middle. And then gray is basically like nothing. So, or low. So basically, you want to be able to increase your land value. As your land value becomes increased, that brings in more citizens who have spending power. They're more educated, and it basically it upgrades your city. So that's why you have buildings that are taller, you have more education, more educated citizens, less crime, you know, more health. All of that is tied in together. So now we do have some very tall buildings here, and what we could do is we could try to put in a height limit if we wanted to. I kind of like how it looks, but I understand, you know, some people, they want all their buildings to kind of be in the same, you know, general height, which is, you know, that totally makes sense. I totally understand that. But you can put in a height limit if you want to make a building. Let's see, I think all of these have been upgraded. So let's say we wanted this to be a historical building. We want it to look like this permanently, and we don't want it to get any taller than that. So that's what you would do, is you would click on the building and you say, I want this to be historical. It'll still level up, but the appearance of it will look the same. So that's just something to keep in mind as your buildings are upgraded and they get taller. If you want to kind of have more control over how tall they are. Okay, now another thing I want to talk about is, I do think it would be a good idea to put in a nice little green space over here and have this little like plaza going on. We have this bus station here. We've got a cemetery. I think this would be nice to have just a little bit of a plaza over here. So we haven't done that before, so we would need to have the Plazas and Promenades DLC. And it's very similar to what we did over here with the city park. So we're just going to carve out a little bit of space to designate this as the plaza. And I'm gonna let's see, I'm gonna put in this little bit over here. So when you put down any sort of plaza or promenade, you do have to put in an area service point. So I'll click on it so you can see what this does. So basically it provides goods and it collects the garbage from the buildings on the pedestrian streets. So it does it has limited capacity, so you would have to upgrade it. Like if you had a larger area, you probably would need to have a larger service point. So all of this stuff is locked. As your area gets upgraded and everything, these options will become more available. So before we do anything, we have to place this down first. So and then another thing to keep in mind is this does have an area of noise, so just keeping that in mind. I'm just gonna place it, oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna place it over here. Perfect. And the reason why I placed it on this street versus this street was just because I guess it could have been either street, but I just thought it'd be better for it to be on this side since the plaza is going to be like directly across the street from it. It could have been either way. It could have been either street. And then we have some options here for our path. So I'll place these down so you can take a look and see and just see how they look. So this one is the cobblestone. I think that is cobblestone, right? Oh no, that's a sandstone one. Okay, so it also comes in this sort of like grass one without any trees. Then you have the one here with the trees in the middle, and then the one here that has trees on both sides. So then I'm gonna look at, which one is this? The blue stone. Honestly, I'm not as much of a fan of this one, but it does look kind of like urban. I think it reminds me of like a mall or something. I think that's why I don't like it. And then we have this is the cobblestone. Yes, this is the cobblestone here, so you can see that. So those are the different path styles. I really like the sandstone one, to be honest. I think I like it because it's of the color, basically. But I don't know. Between the cobblestone and this one, I do really like the sandstone one. But let's go with the cobblestone. Let's just try something different. Okay. And I think, yeah. So there are some like larger ones we can place down as well. But I think I'm going to stick to the small one. Honestly, like looking at these, I can't tell the difference between the bluestone and the cobblestone one. So I get those confused very often. Okay, so these are our pedestrian streets. And you can see there's like these little... what are these called? Like little, what are those called? I know the name of them, but I can't think of it right now. Those things that block the cars. I think it's super cute. And you know what? I think I do want to have the trees on both sides. Oh. Well, I don't want our trees to look like that. Okay. Let's just make it grass. I'll just make grass on this side and trees on that side. How about that? And then, we can connect this if we wanted to, so people can access from behind the cemetery. Cool. Okay, so things we can place down: a small food truck plaza. We have the ice cream plaza. We have a fountain, a glass roof, a statue, a food truck. And so these large ones, they cover both sides. The small ones cover like one side. So that's the difference between there. And then we have, a flower. I really like the flower plaza. I think that's really cute. And then you have, just like with the parks, you kind of have these like cute little standalone decor items you can place down. If you wanted to put like a bench here, you could do that. There's like a planter that's cute, just little things you can place down like that. And then these are, what are these called? These are like once your pedestrian areas get upgraded, you have like these extra little buildings that you can place inside of them. So that's kind of cool. I really love the glass canopies. I just think it looks nice, and people walk under it, and it just looks really cute to me for whatever reason. Which, I mean, that's the whole point of that's the whole point, is to make it look cute. Okay, and then I think I want to have this be a food truck plaza, so people can come in maybe on their lunch break. They want to go and have some food from the food truck. I think that would be super cute. And I think I will put in a fountain like that. And then what else? We could just leave it alone. There are these little like, they're called painting tiles. I feel like they're like, I don't know how to explain them, but I place them down like, like it's like a little like art walk sort of thing. And you can change them up. Like, it doesn't all have to be, one certain tile. You could change it just however you wanted to. Oh, need some water. Okay. Now, another thing you can do with these plazas is you can actually put like zone buildings on them. And that was a lot of the appeal for this, for me, was being able to make these pedestrian areas that also where people can walk in them and live there. So you could, put down like zoned buildings. If you just want to put in, a couple of shops, like that's fine too. I think I'll just do like one right there. We can put some on this corner here, like that. Maybe just like that. And then I think I'll probably just put in a couple of trees, and that'll be it. I want to get the big trees. Yeah, I love this tree here. And, same thing, you can change these trees out if you want them to be the big bushy trees, or like, I tend to like these trees a lot. I think they're a good size. They're like not too big, not too small. So yeah, that is our plaza. It is a little bit different than from like the park. It's not anything that's like, you have a certain number of stars or anything like that. It's more, about how many people are visiting your plaza. But that's about it. So looking here, you can see there's like an entertainment value, happiness. And then if you had like residents here, there would be some information about them on there, on this panel. And then you can implement these little policies for it. Slow driving, sugar ban. I don't know why you would do that one. Street music. I think that one's actually kind of a cute little thing, but it does increase the noise pollution. And then deliver everything. This says that all buildings within the area get cargo deliveries and garbage service through the service points, even if they're not placed on pedestrian roads. So that would apply to like these buildings here. They're in the plaza zone, but they're not on the actual plaza street or pedestrian street. All right. And then, we can rename this. So maybe we would call this Elizabeth Harris Plaza. Or how about Harris Plaza, since Elizabeth Harris is kind of long. So Harris Plaza, we'll just call it that. And that is it. So that is our first little plaza. I think it's really cute. And another thing, like if we wanted to add in another little path here, we can do that. Let me see. Like if we want it to be like right here, we could do that. But this does add in a light. I think it does add in a light. Yeah. It does add in a light. So, that's just something to keep in mind. If you don't want to have intersections that are that close to one another, or if we wanted to put one there, that probably would be fine. But I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Okay, I'm going to bump up the speed a little bit. We still need some more employment for our residents. So I'm just going to put in a couple of more office space and we will see how this goes. All right, so let's take a look at our bus. Okay, so look, this bus station here, or stop, this was super maxed out when we first started the video. Now it's practically empty, that's exactly what we wanted to happen. So we do have more people over here. I'm okay with that. Honestly, I think, we have a lot of people in that area. I think it's totally fine. But let's take a look at how many people are using our metro. Okay, it only says 38. 38 passengers. That's fine with me. Our yellow stop grew, our yellow bus line grew to 181. I can't remember what it was before, but I'm just going to pretend that that's a lot of people. So yeah, that's good. Where's our green line? Okay, this is our green line here. So that goes over here. Is it just one stop over here? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Our student population went down as far as our university goes. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. I think we really just need to get some more some more dorms in here, I think. But I've never like clicked on a dorm and it was just totally like maxed out. So I'm not sure if when it says like students 53, if that means students in the building at the time, or if it means that's how many students are actually living in that dorm. All right, this looks good. Little food place. Uh-oh, more stuff is being upgraded. Perfect. That is what we wanted. Ooh. I was gonna say, we got this green looking building. It's not green. It's blue. Cool. Okay, so let's see. What else? You know, I would talk about, you know, these other, you know, transportation, but we aren't really going to use these. We do have like, so I didn't talk about these. If you did get the, I think it's called the trains. I can't remember if it's trains and metro stations. There's some sort of pack that's like 4 trains and metro stations, and I really loved these metro stations. I thought they were really cool. I could have used these as well. It has, yeah, it has both train stations and metro stations, and they just look really nice. Sorry, I can't actually remember the name of what the DLC was called. But it's just something a little extra to kind of give you you know, a little bit of a design aesthetic with your stations. So okay, now honestly, so I haven't talked about the financial DLC. I did get this one and I haven't played it that much. Oh, our park leveled up. Before we get to that, so the stock exchange, I want to say that you want to place it in like your downtown core area, because I want to say it has to do with like making it, I can't remember what the benefits were. I can't remember if it was like it increases the like the sale or the profits. I can't remember exactly what the benefit was, but we can place this down and just see, you know, how it operates. I do remember that this building, like, it does look like it's one building, but it does get upgraded, and so you do need, you know, a little bit of space for it. Like, I don't think this block here is going to be enough space, so maybe right here, I guess. But this green space here is, okay, it says it's the tax bonus. I'm kind of confused about that. Anyway, I don't think I have like a decent amount of space for that yet, so I don't want to place that down, you know, when I don't have the space right now. But as we have, you know, this office area being upgraded, we can start considering getting rid of some of this dirty industry that we have going on. Let's take a look at our electricity, because I do have a lot of like these, is this coal or oil? Yeah, I have a lot of these oils power plants, and I think we can get rid of those. We have an advanced coal power plant. So looking at this, so this is from the Green Cities DLC. So looking at this, you can see the difference between the two. The regular coal power plant costs $19,000 and the power output is 40. The noise pollution is 50 and the ground pollution is 50. But if you look at this advanced one, the noise and the ground pollution are 10, and then the power output is 56, but the cost does increase quite a bit. But you know, it produces less pollution. So let's see. I am quite fond of the solar updraft tower. It does require quite a bit of water, but the power output is pretty high. So I do like to put this down. And so I don't think it's not affected by day and night. So that is one thing, because you know, if you did have the solar power plant, it does not produce electricity at night. So that's the thing about that one. It's like, what's the point then? This one is solar, but it like charges the tower. So it's not affected by day and night. I really do like this option if you have the Green Cities DLC. This is another one, the geothermal power plant. You can see the difference between these two. The cost is $65,000. The power output is 80. This one is 90,000 and the power output is 240. It's just, to me, it's just totally worth paying that extra like $25,000, $30,000 for this. But you know, it's up to you. You are the master of your city. So let me just look at this again because I really wasn't paying attention. So we have power output is 50. Okay, yeah, I can totally get rid of all of these and just place down this solar tower thing and call it a day, which I think I will do. Where do I want to put this? Actually, it might be good to put it near my farm. That actually might be a really good idea. I'm going to put it over here because the reason I'm putting it all the way over here is because I want this to be part of my downtown, and I don't want to have this big power plant in the middle of my downtown. This actually makes really good sense putting it over here in our farmland. I think that's great. Okay, so now let me just, yeah, okay, look at that. Look at that. So now we can get rid of this. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and get rid of that one. Is that it? I think so. I think so. Cool. So that saved us some pollution, and that's going to help clean up our downtown area. So now we can go back and we can put down, we can upgrade this street here. Cool. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. In just a few minutes, it's upgraded that much. All right. Now, as these buildings are being upgraded, so we have all of this low density commercial right here. We could change this to high density if we wanted this to match. I think that's totally fine. So I'm not going to do it all at once. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this row here. And then I'm going to replace it with this high density. Sorry, people. You can see them all walking on the sidewalk. There we go. You can already see stuff being generated. So that's a good sign. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing. I want to add in, I'm just going to do a little bit right here on this corner. Cool. Water is looking good. All right. Okay, guys, I have to say goodbye. I've been doing this video too long, but before I say goodbye, I want to take a look at our city park. So we did upgrade to level 5. At level 5, we got our, I think it's a trampoline park. Let me take a look at that. What did we get? We got, yes, we got a trampoline park. And I think this trampoline park is adorable. So I'm going to put one right here. And I'm going to put one in the back. No kitty, no boo-boo. My kitty wants some attention. Okay, so we have this little trampoline park. That's looking good. So I'm just gonna get rid of some of these paths that we have in here. I guess that's the only one really. But our park looks really good. It's like small and cute. I like it. So, okay. So I'm gonna say goodbye. We didn't get to 18,000 like I wanted to, but I think that's okay. Hopefully in the next video we can get to 18,000 and we can hit that milestone. So all right, friends, I will see you all next time. As always, I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the video and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you guys next time.